Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. This is my first cooking show. I thought I would show everybody what I do with all these enormous zucchinis that I keep getting and nobody wants, and I don't have the heart to put them in the compost. I got a recipe off of a neighbor who preserves pineapple zucchini. So she uses pineapple juice, lemon juice, and sugar. So anybody who's interested in processing, pickling, and stuff like that, I'm going to do some videos. I figured I'd start doing some videos just to make it less intimidating for people, because I know when I started pickling, I was really intimidated and I had a lot of exploding jars and things like that. So hopefully this will help get you started, and don't worry if you have exploding jars. I did for years. I figured it out. By the way, if you have mason jars, you can't use them as drinking glasses and put them in the dishwasher all the time and then use them as preserving, because it weakens them, and then when you're processing them in the water bath, they'll explode. So then all your hard work goes to waste. So your preserved jars, keep as just preserved jars. Don't start drinking out of them and using them in your kitchen. I've just always done that because I'm pretty lazy. So as you can see, here's my, can you see? Yeah, here's all my zucchinis, my extra zucchinis. And I've just started chopping them up, so you'll have to chop them up. Currently my kitchen is a disaster, but it doesn't really need to be clean at this stage, because the first stage of the preserving is trying to get all that water out of the zucchini. So I'm going to chop them up, and then I'm going to use pickling salt, which is right here. See, pickling salt. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that on all over the zucchini and leave it for a couple hours just to get some of the moisture out of that zucchini. And then I'll rinse off the moisture and then put the zucchini in the jars. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all my chopping, and I'll see you in the next stage. Okay, so I have cut up some zucchini. And I have lots more to do, but I thought I would show you how I salt the zucchini. It doesn't matter how much salt you put on, but just make sure it's enough. So I put lots of salt on. And then I just mix it up. Make sure I get all the salt over everything. And then when I add more zucchini, I will add more salt. And continue until I don't have any more zucchini. There we go. I just realized that I didn't tell you anything about how to chop up the vegetables. Most of you, I'm sure, realize that you have to take out the seeds, and I peel them. I peel the zucchini. I use this handy little device. I don't know what it's called. I call it my scooper. And it just goes along here, and it runs along and takes out the seeds. It's so easy. It's great for strawberries too, taking the heads off strawberries. Anyways, yeah, so once you do that with your thing, it looks like the cubes there, diced up. And yeah, so I'll see you on the next bit. So it's been more than a couple hours because I got busy doing other things. But as you can see here, look at how much water came out of that zucchini. Just loads of water. So I'm going to put the zucchini in a colander and rinse it with fresh water, get all the salt off, and just leave it in the colander to drain. And I wanted to show you one of the kits that I bought when I was first starting out. 5-piece canning kit. It was very useful. I've never used these tongs, but always used to use this, which was helpful in taking jars out of really hot water and putting them down. I don't use it so much anymore because I bought some lined gloves just from the dollar store. And you can reach right in the boiling water and take the jars out. I still use the funnel, very, very handy. And I still use the wand with the magnet on the bottom to pick the lids up out of the hot water and put on the jars. And I've never used this. I've never used that. That was like, this seems like an accident waiting to happen. So I never used that. But just so you know, this is available, and it was handy when I was first starting out. And so over here, I'll show you. So my washing up gloves are actually lined. And these were literally only $3 in the dollar store. And they last a long time. Good for dishes, and they're also good for canning. So what I'm going to do next is strain the zucchini. And then over here, I'm going to show you what I have set up. So in here, I'm starting to bring the lids to a boil. I'll boil them for a couple minutes and then just turn off the water and let them sit in the warm water. And over here is my jars, which I will do the same, boil for 2 minutes and then let sit in the water to keep them warm. You want to keep them warm because you don't want the temperature to be very different from the bath. So here's my water bath thing. So I'm starting to warm that up. And as you can see over here, this is where I've started putting together my lemon juice, pineapple juice, and sugar. I put all the ingredients in there. I'll bring that up to a boil, throw the zucchini in, cook for 20 minutes, and then put the zucchini in the jars, and then pour the sauce over top of it, and then process in the water bath. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next, and see you in a sec. So it's been 20 minutes, and I simmered the zucchini in the pineapple juice, lemon juice, and sugar. It's ready to go in the jars now. And so what I'm going to do is show you how I do all this. So I'm going to grab a jar. It's hot. Get my jars, put them there, and then get a couple jars out at once, actually. There we go. I usually actually put them really close to the pot, less dripping. Okay, close to the pot, so less dripping. Get the strainer there. And then, so you want to fill up the jars first with the zucchini. It's almost full. A little bit more. There we go. And then you want to get the juice and fill her up to about ½ an inch before the top lid. You don't want the juice. There we go. So that should be good. And then you put that on the next one, ready to go. Put this to the side. Get your handy little magnet. Grab a lid. This lid. Put her on. I usually have 2 hands for that. Ah! I don't want to touch. There we go. And then put the, I just dropped that. And then put the ring on there. And how you want to tighten it is just very loosely very loosely, enough to make sure that air can still get out when you want the tops to go down, to pop down. So I'll do the rest of these jars and then I'll put them in the bath, and the bath right here, which I'm boiling the water right now for 15 minutes. I'll lower it down into the bath. You want to make sure that the water is at least an inch above the top of the jars. And yeah, and then that's pretty much it. You'll take it out after the 15 minutes, let them dry, don't fiddle with them, and then wait 24 hours. So I just filled the ball. I didn't tighten the lids right down, but just enough so that all the stuff stayed inside. And yeah, I just wanted to show you them in their water bath for, this is 15 minutes. Usually it's 10 minutes, but this recipe says 15, so I'm just following the recipe. And yeah, so that's it. When it's done, I'll take it out. So it's the next day, and as you can see, they turned out quite nicely. The lids all popped down. None of them are up anymore. But just because that happened doesn't mean there's enough glue on the lids. So what I like to do is I like to make sure I just tug a little bit and make sure that they're all stuck on there. Sometimes, one time I did this and it came right off. So after that, I always check. I want a nice good seal on all of them. That one wasn't this one wasn't aligned perfectly, but it's still sealed really nicely. And then I think they're all good. And they're sealed, and then I just pop them over. Yep. And that's pretty cool. So that's a pineapple zucchini recipe. So it's just yeah, pineapple juice, lemon juice, and sugar. That's all that's in this with the zucchini. Pretty cool. And I'm guessing that will taste just like pineapple. That's what I was told. I was told that ends up tasting just like pineapple. So you can use it on like yogurt or granola, or you could probably even put it on ham and pineapple pizzas. And if you're short on, if you don't have any pineapple, or you just want to use it instead. So what I'll do is I'll wipe these all off with a warm soapy cloth to make sure that there's nothing on the outside. And I won't put the rings back on because I'm storing these. And if you do that, the rings rust. So I don't put the rings on until I need them after they're open, or if I'm giving them away to people. And that's what I do with a lot of my preserves. These are my Christmas presents to everybody. So yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and this will get you started on making your own preserves. It's so much fun, and I enjoy, more than anything, I enjoy eating the preserves because I know exactly what's in them. So this is my zucchini, and I'm eating my own food throughout the year. Perfect. Take care. And here is the recipe. I wrote it out, and yeah, it's a super simple recipe, and I hope you have some good luck having pineapple zucchini. So cool. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.